1987, DCI is in Madison at Camp Randall for the third year in this installment. It was a year where scandal captivated the nation. The PTL ministry of Jim and Tammy Faye Baker collapsed under allegations of financial misdeeds. Mikhail Gorbachev was doing his best to reform the Soviet Union. The words perestroika and glasnost became part of our American vocabulary, restructuring and openness. We had an earthquake in Los Angeles. We had a very bad time in the stock market, Black Monday, as the Dow took a rather precipitous fall. Oliver North was in the hot seat, the Irangate scandal occupying much of the attention in Washington. On the pop music charts, Whitney Houston, the dominant force with her single, I Wanna Dance With Somebody. Two familiar faces were dancing at the top in DCI that year.
Two old masters, Steve. It's the Santa Clara Vanguard and the Garfield Cadets at it again. Santa Clara mounts a brilliant pageant, all based on Russian music, and they only lose 2 shows that year. The problem is the 2 shows are lost in the last 2 weeks by only 1/10 of a point. And here comes the Garfield Cadets. Their American sound, big and bold as always, but this time Copeland's Appalachian Spring. It's a real masterwork, and it comes to a big climax at the end as George Thingali undoes a company front, completely changes the order of the company front, and brings it back to the company front as the Simple Gifts theme haunts the audience and then disappears into nothing.
The Cadets had really mastered that late season surge at that point.
It's almost their trademark. When we talk about in this series trademarks of course, the idea of a last season surge is almost a Garfield tradition.
Some other great acts working their way in, making their mark. I like the Blue Coats in '87, that arrangement of Autumn Leaves.
Oh, wow. And of course, we start that blue, blue, blue chant.
Blue, they're not booing, they're bluing.
Right. For me, the Phantom Regiment coming back with the all-white ballets, all-white look. They really remake themselves, although they use their old pal Tchaikovsky as a way to do it. Marty Hurley, Jim Wren, John Brzali, the Masters, come back and make it look easy. And Skyriders with Tommy Keenum's West Side Story, a completely different kind of West Side Story from the one we saw from the Cadets in '84. This one using black, white, and a little bit of gray. They don't come together until the end of the show when all of the people, all of the elements come together.
And the Velvet Knights doing their Magical Mystery Tour. 1987, an interesting year.